Hey everyone, welcome on the call this morning. It's Valentine's Day, so I decided to wear my crown because I haven't taken my shower yet or done my hair. So we get the ponytail and the crown. And oh, it's like dark. And you know what? I am doing this from my bed. That's how lazy I am today. Don't you love that you can do your business from your home and even from the comforts of your own bed? Well, that's where I am today. Welcome, everyone. So excited. I'm going to invite Mandy Beeler on the call. We're going to love her. Love her, love her, love her. Okay. There she is. Oh, okay. And look, we're matchy-matchy. See this?
What?
Slay the day. Mandy Beeler made this shirt just for me, right?
Right.
Okay, maybe not. But she did a team training for those that could attend, and she gave them a t-shirt that says Slay the Day. Isn't that awesome? Such a cute girl. Woman. You could be a girl, woman, right? There's nothing
All
wrong
of it.
with either.
Yes.
Yeah, so she is amazing. I'm super excited to hear you listen to Mandy. Happy Valentine's, everyone. I hope you have a fabulous day and that you get a Valentine, whatever that might be, from somebody. If not, consider me telling you I love you as a Valentine because you are special to me and probably to many other people. So do not let Valentine's be a sad day for you because there's lots of things that you can do to make other people happy on this day than just think about yourself and the lack of whatever you might be having in your life. It makes me sad when people say they hate Valentine's Day because it doesn't have to be a holiday where you, I don't know, are sad. This can be a holiday where you can think about other people and help them to be happy, okay? So, you guys, there's a challenge for today. In fact, I visit 3 people in my church every month, and today, one of them's a widow. One of them has some mild disabilities, and one of them is a mom of 4, and I am taking them a heart necklace today. So, think about what you can do for other people on Valentine's Day to make their life happier, especially if they're a widow or not married or having difficult situations in their life. How about that? Okay, let's hear from Mandy. First, I want to introduce her. She is an executive producer. She hit it in October,
Right.
the last few minutes of the month. It was a close one,
Very
but
close.
she pulled it out. She is my first personally sponsored. So she has been in 6.5 years ago. I never had met her in person when I asked her if she wanted to join. She's one of those people that I thought she would be good at this. She would do well at this. Maybe she could use it. And I approached her via email because I didn't even know her phone number about joining. And look, she was smart and she did it. She is a blogger, just so you know. She blogs at Sugar Bee Craft. That's actually crafts, right?
Yep.
Sugar Bee
Yep.
Crafts.
Yep.
That's how I knew her, is through the blogging community. And I approached her, one, because she's so cute and fun. You'll see that. And I thought, okay, she's got an audience of women already, and she can take that audience of women and turn it into another business. And I knew she had good social skills and connections and everything like that. So that is one reason I approached her. I kind of doubt that even though I put it on my blog, that she would have come to me about joining, right, man? Do you think you would have come to me?
No.
So this is, and do you want to know who's below Mandy Beeler? Andrea Hutchison, Nina Garcia. Her leg is well over 1 million in volume that I wouldn't have on my team if I wouldn't have gone out of my way to contact her and just waited for her to come to me. I don't think she ever would have. So so let this be a lesson that if you are not going out to contact people and say, hey girl, I think you should sell jewelry with me, basically, that you're going to miss out on people that will seize the opportunity and will be awesome at this business. So, okay, enough about me. Oh, she has 4 kids. She has 4 kids, an awesome husband, and she lives near Kansas City, Missouri. So, okay, Mandy Beeler, it is all yours.
Awesome. So occasionally, Michelle, you were cutting out here and there. It might be my internet. I'm just going to warn you guys. I live out kind of in the middle of nowhere. So if we pause for a second, just hang on. It'll come back.
That was my husband. He just called me twice.
Oh, so okay.
That was me, not you.
Totally. Well, it's me sometimes. And I even tell my people in my live shows, because I think people can relate to technical problems. And I even say, hey, just so you know, I live in the country. If it pauses, don't worry. And it's so great because people support you and they'll write in the comments, she's just on pause, stick around, hang on, you know, and so they'll walk you through things. So like Michelle said, I am Mandy, and I have been in paparazzi for a really long time. And I was so excited to be able to hit that elite rank in the fall. I feel like you guys need a goal and to go for it. And so I was at convention and watching all these awesome women walking the stage. And I leaned over, I went with a teammate, Donna, and I told her, I need a walk-up song. Like, that's me next year. And so what's your motivation? Like, to me, a walk-up song, like, I get to pick music and walk out on that stage. So I thought, I'm going to pick a song now so that I can hit elite and walk to that song. So I still haven't picked my song yet, but I have like a list. So
I was going to ask, what song is it? But
I don't know. But it was just motivation. And I would talk about it with my family and my kids. And I'd say, what song do you think I should walk out to? You know, and this is before I was close to hitting elite. We did it as a family. Also, I saw some of my team on here. They have Slay Day shirts too. So I know Christy was on here. And I am north of Kansas City. I'm trying to watch your guys' questions as we go through. So as Michelle mentioned, I got to be her very first person that joined her team. So my story goes back a long ways. When she emailed me, I had never heard of Paparazzi. Surprise, because it was new. But I had never even seen the product because there were no pictures online. There were no people near me that sold it. And I don't even think you took pictures and sent them in the email because this is a while ago. So you just don't think of that thing. So she just emailed me talking about it. And I know lots of things appeal to lots of different people. So as you approach people, you'll want to see, what are they looking for? Are they looking for the camaraderie? Do they like really cute things? But what appealed to me was kind of the business side of it. We've always talked before about multiple streams of income and, you know, different ways we can bring money into our family. So if you don't know about that, instead of just having one job that you go to, that's like your income river, right? If you add streams of income, like little things here and there that all pour into one river, it adds up. And so we've been talking about that as a couple and as a family. And then we get Michelle's email, right? And I'm like, this could be a stream of income. And I just kept thinking about it. And I am horrible at pulling the trigger on things. I'm just not a trigger puller. I'm going to mull it over in my mind for a long time. And maybe people that you've approached do this too, or maybe you're one of them. But even like buying a computer for our family or this or that, like I know what I want, but I just can't pull the trigger. So anyway, my husband had heard me talking about it for a couple of days. And then he just sat down and signed us up. Like, he signed me up. He's like, let's just do it and sign me up. So he's the trigger puller in our family, and he did that. And it's great to have a support system. I know a lot of you have to kind of get your husbands on board. So I just had a little different side to it. The kits were different back then. So I bought a kit at $700 sight unseen, right? Never seen the jewelry. I just thought it was a really good idea. And we just told ourselves, it's not like you're paying a fee to join a club or to be part of sales. You're getting product when you sign up with your kit. And so that's what you can tell people. You are getting product. You have something in hand for your purchase. So our thinking was, if this doesn't go so well, we just have Christmas presents for like 5 years set, ready to go, right? Because we have product in hand for what we spent the money on, right? And but it's still really scary to pull that trigger. The kits are different now. You guys can see pictures online of the jewelry, and you can know how cute it is. I am just such a thrifty person, and I love a great deal, that when I saw $5 jewelry, I'm like, well, that sounds like a good deal. I think I could sell that. That's a good deal. I'm one of those people, when you happen to walk into Walmart and they have a clearance aisle up that they don't normally have, that you're like texting your friends, you got to get down here. There's a good deal, right? And so I felt like people know that I love a good deal, and so I'd be able to provide that $5 deal for them. So that's kind of where I started. And then I saved my, there weren't Facebook parties then, so I was doing home parties and that sort of thing. I would do, as it developed, I did do a couple of big Facebook parties way early on, and I wish I had stuck with those, because I just posted pictures and I sold like $1,200 worth of inventory. And then I just didn't do it for a couple of months. I mean, I did other sales, but I didn't do online sales. Like, I didn't think, oh, this is really taking off. So be sure to capitalize on what's working for you, because that's a regret. I wish I would have stuck to that Facebook thing, but nobody was doing Facebook parties, so it was kind of out of the norm. So think outside the box. Anyway, so I was able to, you're putting money back into your business. You're buying more inventory so that you have enough to take to these events and to do your sales. And then you're taking profits as well. And so as a family, we needed to buy a new van, a new minivan for our family. And we bought a used one, which that's our thing. That's totally fine. But we were able to buy a nicer, like a newer van than I ever thought we would, because we're able to up our price range because of the income I was bringing in with Paparazzi. So I didn't pay for the whole van, but I was able to bump us up a level in, minivandom. And we still have that van today. And so I like to think I contributed to this van that I drive every day with my Paparazzi, Yes, Donna did one of my big parties, and she joined my team from that. So yeah, it was super fun. So that's kind of where I started with Paparazzi. Lately, as I mentioned, I feel like I've really kicked it into gear after this last convention, because I wanted to walk on that stage, right? And also, I was seeing all those Life of the Party girls, and there were a bunch, you guys. Compared to the year before, like, it was unreal. And I thought to myself, who are these people? Like, that is a ton of jewelry to sell, a ton. And I just felt like it was unreachable and so inspiring to see that so many of them were doing it, right? To watch like this giant line of people making Life of the Party. Anyways, you should all go to convention because it's super inspiring. So I started selling a lot more jewelry, and I hit Life of the Party last month. Did you know that? Yeah.
I saw. I typed your name last night.
Right. I was so excited, and I feel like I can even hit, so I hit bronze, and I think I can hit silver. Anyways.
You can. You will.
Yeah. Set those goals, you guys, and as you watch these other people, don't tell yourself, that can't be me. Because it could, because I was kind of in that boat like, whoa, that is a lot of jewelry. I don't know what they're doing or how they're doing it, but you'll get there. So it's really fun and exciting. So that's where I'm at today. So I just had a few tips for you guys, and then you can let me know about questions, because I feel like question and answer is really where we dive into what's going to help you and your team.
Wait, one quick question.
Yes.
Mandy. Okay, is it okay if I say Mandy is a very busy person, and she has not worked this full time for the last 6.5 years. I feel like she's had times where she's worked it, and then kind of stepped back a little bit and then worked it. And then do you feel like you're kind of that for like, you haven't worked it consistently for 6.5 years, right?
Definitely. So I feel like I worked it consistently in the beginning, and then I don't know if you guys follow my craft blog, but we built our own house, like by hand. Like, hey, family, let's grab a hammer and build a house. And so that was kind of, I don't know, it sucked up our whole lives, right? And we sold the house we were currently in, and so all of my paparazzi had to go into a big tub. And I would sell here and there as people asked me for it, but it really wasn't a high priority because building a house takes a lot of time and energy. And I was painting trim for like a month straight, and it was crazy. But that's why I like paparazzi, because you can make it ebb and flow with your life, right? And so it was a time that wasn't working for me, so I just didn't work it consistently right then, and now I'm ready to jump back in, and it's here waiting for me.
So, you said you just started selling a lot more jewelry, and you hit life at the party in only, what is this, 7 months? So what did you start doing that changed things?
Does anyone want to guess what I started doing that changed my sales? We'll wait for it. I know there's a delay. Anybody? They're silent.
I bet they're never going to guess, Mandy.
They're never going to guess. I started doing my Facebook Lives consistently. So I had done Facebook Lives before convention, here and there, right? But I started, like, I came back from convention. I'm like, all right, let's do this consistently, right? Same time every week. Be dedicated about it. Bring in more inventory. And it has taken off. Yes. See, there they are. I knew you guys would start answering.
They're brilliant. They are brilliant.
Yes. Genius. So, being consistent with your Facebook Lives is huge. Huge. I've had lots of people, and you guys probably have this too, but they say, you're my favorite show of the week. And I'm like, oh, great. I'm a show. No pressure. But, they tune into you just because, just like as they have certain shows that they watch during the week, they set aside whatever night you're going live to come in and watch you. And so that's the kind of people that you want to be able to tune in and be their favorite show. That's what you're aiming for. And you have to be consistent with that. There have been times, like a couple weeks ago, I was out of town, like way out of town. Like I flew out of town, so I couldn't bring my jewelry with me. And so I had my husband pop on and do my live for me. So it was still there, and it was still going, and it was like one of the most popular ones. And people are like, this is my favorite show ever. Then I'm like, what about me, right? Like, he's taking over. But other times that I've been out of town or not able to do my lives, I have added my teammates as an admin to my page, and they go live from their place, which is great because they can, like my people are still getting that consistent sale, but they're able to do the sale for me. So that works awesomely if you guys need something like that.
And that minivan that Mandy talked about, I went to EMP in Springfield. I flew to Kansas City, and Mandy picked me up at the airport in the minivan, paid for kind of by Paparazzi. And if you guys saw the live that we did in the minivan, you can do minivan, or you can do those anywhere. That was super fun. And your people loved it, right? Didn't they love like the rotating live party with 6 different people? It was a fun idea. So be consistent. Okay, go ahead, Mandy.
Yeah, they love it. No, and I do one big live in the evenings. And then I do flash sales in the morning. And so my flash sales are super fast. They're like 5 minutes long. A flash sale is where you just show jewelry. And I show a dozen things every morning that are related, like all earrings, all necklaces, all pink, whatever. And so I start the day with those. Even my flash sales, like I had to go to a sports event for my kids. I brought 10 necklaces, or it was bracelets. Like a dozen bracelets in the car with me, and I did it from me. I did it from the car, right? Like just like the van thing. Because I go every morning at 9 o'clock. I used to do true flash sales where I would pull them up randomly throughout the day whenever I remembered. I'd hop on. But I feel like your customers don't like that as well. I occasionally, but they started saying, I wish I knew when you were going live. I feel like I'm missing it. And I'm like, oh, well, in that case, let's set up a schedule. And so I just do it at 9 o'clock every morning. And that way they can shop throughout the day. It's really short, so they don't have to catch me live. They just watch quickly. And then, like, if they didn't watch it live, it's totally fine because it's only like a 3-minute video. Even with the flash sales, though, where I turn the camera around and it's just jewelry, I always like to start with myself. I feel like your customers are going to connect to you and that you're a real person. So my very first, like, 2 flash sales, I just started on the jewelry, like, okay, we're doing rings, and I showed it. But there's just something about starting your sale on you. So I started just like this, and I'm like, hey guys, flash sale time. Hope you're having a good morning. We're going to do rings. And then I flip the camera. And then when I'm done, I flip it back to me. Remember, be excited. I'm like, so I hope you loved all of those. Shop throughout the day. Let me know what you want. I'll stick them in your basket, right? And then I close it. So you want to be excited. You want to show yourself. You still want to be your own personality. But I took a video class, and they talked about how video kind of dulls down things somewhere between the recording and the watching, right? That's just how TV is. And so you want to be extra excited, extra over the top, to where in person, someone would be like, whoa, like, tone it down. But on video, there's just something different about, it just doesn't come across so crazy. Maybe a little, I don't know. Maybe that's
you come across as excited, like Mandy. Like right now, Mandy's being very excited. But I mean, she's super cute all the time, but she's like a little bit more excited than she normally is in person.
It's true.
So Mandy, really quickly, can I ask you a question? So you do one big live party a week in the evening, and then you do like a 10-minute flash sale every morning?
Yeah.
Or almost every morning?
Almost every morning. So I do my flash, I don't do my flash sales on my live sale day, which is today. And I don't do my flash sales on the day after my live sale because that day I post all the pictures of what's available on my live sale. But yeah, other than that.
And you do some wall drops, like, right?
Yes. So I started doing, because I had several people saying, I wish I could watch your evening live sales, but they're just not available in the evening. I'm like, let's try a daytime one, which I have been hesitant to do because I feel like everyone says nighttime sales are better, right? And I've been having success with nighttime sales. So about a month and a half ago, I started something I call lunchtime live. And on Fridays, I go live over the lunch hour. So I feel like even if people work, they can still watch. And I have people who say, I've got my headphones in, like they're at their little desk at work listening. And my regular lives are about an hour. My lunchtime lives are a half hour. So I talk faster. And the first one, I didn't have that much jewelry out because I didn't think I'd have that many people watching. I had the same amount of people watching my lunchtime live as I do my evening show. And so I just thought, it was a mental shift for me. Like, don't let people tell you what's going to work for you and what isn't. Because I was just thinking evening is what works. But daytime works too. So try different things. Yeah.
And I think doing a Friday lunchtime live is the perfect time for a lunch sale because it's Friday and people are excited and happy and they might be getting paid that day.
Yes, that is a good point. Yeah, and so I do drop sales too. I feel like some people love the live sale format. Obviously, it's working. But there are some people that might be intimidated by it. Some people don't like that auction style. They feel like they need to think about things first. Maybe they don't like the video format where you're showing stuff. Maybe they just want to see stock photos. And so I do, I call them wall drops because your Facebook page used to be called a Facebook wall. I don't know. Somebody called it wall drops, and that's kind of what I defaulted to. So once a week on Saturday nights, I do wall drops, which is just where I put pictures of the jewelry and I sell with pictures. And so maybe someone who doesn't love the live sale will love the wall drop sale. And so I do it for a half hour from 8 to 8:30. You guys, you can pre-schedule your posts in Facebook. I do not sit there So they drop every 3 minutes, a different picture drops. I do not sit there for that half hour and try and post every 3 minutes. I do it like 3 days beforehand. I schedule it all out. And then I do them on Saturday nights. On Saturday night, I'm watching a movie with my family and it's over and I pull up my phone and they've all posted and I probably sold 15 things. I'm like, boom, making money while I'm watching movies with my family. So that's something to try. I also do a VIP item of the day. So in addition to the wall drops that I do Saturday, where I do a bunch in a row, I do one picture sale a day. And I make those go at 8 o'clock at night every evening. And I let my VIPs know that they get to see it first. So it's an item that I might be showing later in a live sale, but they get first dibs, which makes them feel special and want to buy it. So I do that.
And you have multiples of that item, right?
Yes. That has been a big thing. When you're doing your live sale and you show a necklace and you get like 4 people that are like, sold, 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 sold. Like you're all, oh, I wish I had more. And so start ordering more, right? So I feel like it's a transition phase. Once you get more people to buy, but once you transition, you can buy multiples of every single thing that you're buying. So you set up the auto posts in Facebook just like you're writing a regular post, but right there, instead of clicking publish, there's a little clock button to the left. Click that and it's the schedule button and you can schedule it.
And then one last question.
Yes.
Is that all the way you sell on Facebook? Basically.
Say it again, sorry.
That's all the ways you sell, mostly on Facebook, right?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I do flash sales and lunchtime lives and my big live sale and then VIP posts and then wall drops. So yeah.
And then tell them your shipping schedules. Do you ship every day, Mandy? Do you ship every time somebody orders one piece from you?
Right. That would be crazy sauce, you guys. I would not be able to set that up. Yeah, I think you have to schedule on your computer, Donna. So shipping, I feel like, is a whole thing because I'm selling so much jewelry. So I only ship once a week. And it's better for your customers too, because if they're going to buy one thing at my lunchtime live and one thing at a wall drop and one thing at maybe a flash sale in the morning, they don't want to pay shipping every item, right? They want to combine those and ship it out. And so I only ship once a week. They know that. They're conditioned to know that. Occasionally with the new people, they're like, I ordered, I haven't heard from you. I'm like, it's okay, I invoice on Thursdays. Like, I have your name in a basket. And so I only ship once a week because I combine all the things from that sale. And it's easier for me to mail one package to a person a week than 5. And it's easier for them because they don't have to pay shipping every single time. So, yes.
Ships once a week, and she just takes everything from the week that she does and ships one time. And I bet customers appreciate it and love that.
Yes, I do. I appreciate it and love it. And because I ship a lot, so I only take one giant box of packages to the post office once a week. Like, I'm not running to the post office every day. Like, I feel like I have better things that I can be doing. Right?
Like selling jewelry.
Like selling jewelry. Yes. So I do have tips to a Facebook Live, like a little printable. If you guys haven't ever gone live, it's like what I do beforehand, what I do during it, what I do after it. Make sure beforehand you are messaging your friends and saying, hey, I'm going to go live. I'd love if you could pop in and say hi, because you are going to be more comfortable when you see your friends' names, right? And even if they're not buying jewelry, it's going to break the ice. So you want to do that beforehand. I invoice on Thursday because my big live sale is on Wednesdays. It's totally up to you what you do. That's why I do it on Thursday, because I feel like from the big sale, then I want to get those packages out. So that's just why I do it that way. And I didn't used to do live sales every day. I would just do one here or there. anyway, that's why I do it on Thursdays, is because my big sale is on Wednesday. So then I invoice on Thursday everything from the week. That part is a little bit confusing to new people because it's not the end of the week. It's the middle of, like, I go Wednesday to Wednesday. But anyway, yes. So what else? Do you have any other questions, Michelle, that I might have missed over?
No, I just wanted you to tell them all the ways you sold, because I love that Mandy offers multiple opportunities and ways to reach all the people in her group. Obviously, if you're only doing lives, there are people that don't love live videos. I wouldn't be one that would love a live video. I'd hop on for a few seconds and say, hey, and then I'm gone, because my life's so busy. So I would much rather shop a picture or, you know, something like that, or a 10-minute video. If she's doing a 10-minute video showing 10 to 20 earrings and I wanted earrings, I'd watch that. So I just love the variety and style and times and, you know, everything that Mandy does. And Mandy, can I say you're ordering for over the past 6 years?
Yeah.
Mandy used to order about the bare minimum. Wouldn't you say that?
Definitely when I was building my house, because I wasn't selling hardly any. Yeah.
So she would kind of order what she needed to be paid her commission check, which is fine. You know, she had a lot going on. But now she's ordering at least like 1,000 PV a month the last couple months. So not only is she ordering that much, but all of that stuff, she kind of has accumulated a bunch, you know, over the past little while she wasn't working her business as much because life was going on and this wasn't her main priority. And so, Mandy, thank you for letting me share this, but she's showing the real human side of this business. But now that she's being consistent, she's selling 500, 600, 700 pieces a month. But it's all because of the variety and she's letting multiple people shop according to what works best for them and giving so many ways for people to be able to do business with her. So I think it's brilliant and genius and everything good. That's one of the reasons I'm like, I've got to have Mandy speak.
Like you mentioned, Karen, you do sell things in those flash sales more. I mean, it gives you another opportunity to sell them. So, like, I've got my multiples that I do in my live sale, right? Like, I've got 4 or 5 of each thing because when someone wants it, everybody wants it, right? But then I'll have the occasional one thing of this or one thing of this. And for me, in my live sales, like, I don't show a ton because I've got so many multiples. So I can show 30 pieces, but 5 of each piece, right? So that's what, 150 pieces because I'm showing multiples. I'd rather talk about one necklace and sell it 5 times right then than talk about 5 different necklaces because that's going to take me forever. So I use the ones that are left, like say I sold 4 out of the 5. I use the ones that are left, and that's what I do my flash sales with when I only have 1 of each item. And people are conditioned to know that. They know that my flash sales I only have 1 of. My live sales I have more than 1 of. So they'll catch on. And yeah.
That's a good way to show the pieces that are still available and not brand new. Your live sales at night, that's when you show your brand new items, right?
Correct. Yep.
And your wall drops for just your VIP people are new items.
Correct. And then my flash sales are the things I've had on hand a while, or sometimes things that I get as a hostess reward, like all of that I'm doing in those really quick flash sales in the morning. Mine are actually only like 3 or 4 minutes long. They're really fast. Yeah. So Christy's on my team now because someone shared my video. So you guys make sure you ask people to share your video. That's huge, huge. What else? Okay, so building a team. I feel like a game changer for my team is the app Marco Polo. I don't know if any of you guys use it. I've been trying to tell Michelle to use it, but it's just like this where but it's not split screen. Anyway, it's like a video text app. So you just can chat. So I chat every day with my teammates, and I feel like that helps us to feel more connected. And yeah, so other people use Marco Polo too. you just feel more connected, and it's easy to answer a question. And I have several people on my team that were nervous about going live, but as we're doing these Marco Polo videos, just like a live video, to each other, it, I don't know, makes you less nervous and more used to using video. I do feel like it's been a game changer. I had one other question up there and I can't remember. Oh, shipping. So you can totally decide what you want to charge for shipping. I personally like to encourage my people to buy lots of jewelry. And so I do a flat rate shipping up to 5 items. I charge $3.50, but it's up to whatever you guys. If they buy 5 or more, I give them shipping for $1. And so I know that I'm losing money on shipping because those packages cost $3.77 to ship, sometimes more. If they're buying the heavy things, it really costs more. But for me, I want them to buy lots of jewelry, and once they buy a lot, I feel like they're going to come back and buy a lot more. So I offer, it's counterintuitive. I offer lower shipping for the more items that they're buying, but you guys can do it every way you want. Marco Polo's an app.
I think it's great. So many people say, I want to give away, like, why can't I give away free pieces of jewelry? You guys, low shipping. Do you not think her customers love that? And they think they're getting a great deal. You don't need to give away free jewelry. There are other incentives you can do for buying. You can do no tax. You can do lower shipping cost. There's lots of things you can do besides give away free jewelry all the time. So Mandy is doing something really smart. She's giving her customers a deal for buying more. Isn't that what we all want? Yes. So Mandy, I think it's smart.
Just think of yourself, like when you're shopping online and you're at Old Navy and it says free shipping over $50 and you've only spent $40, you're like, what else can I buy, right? Like you're going to add your cart. And so I have customers saying, how many do I have in my basket? I want to get up to 5. And they have 3 in there. So I'm like, you need 2 more. And they're like, hang on, let me go watch. You know, like I'll go watch my video again or go look at my wall drops and add stuff to their basket. I used to do free shipping over 5 items, but I feel like $1 shipping is just as exciting, and it helps me recoup a little bit of the cost. And I just changed to $1 shipping in 2018, so it was like new year, new shipping. It's just $1, you know. So I tried to make it exciting that it's only $1. So, am I back?
You're there. Yep.
Awesome.
I think it's great. I love seeing people's different ideas. I know some people charge more the more you buy. And I personally just do a flat $3.50 no matter you buy 1 piece or 20 pieces. And yeah, I do lose a little bit of money, but in the end, I just sold 20 pieces of jewelry. So
it's true. I have the occasional customer where they only pay $1 shipping because they ordered like 30 pieces, and I have to ship it in 2 separate packages because it's so much jewelry. But I'm okay with it because they'll come back and order a bunch of jewelry the next week. So, yeah. So I do it for 5 or more. You can do whatever works for you. On my $1.
You could even do $2 shipping, guys. You don't have to do exactly, you know, you can make up your own shipping prices, but I love Mandy's idea because really she's giving people an incentive to buy more and a good deal. And people love that.
It's true. Then I also have signs. Do you guys have signs for your Facebook Lives? So it's backwards. Like if you were sitting next to me reading this sign, you'd be like, something's wrong with your sign. Because I printed it backwards so that in the Facebook Live, it reads forwards. And I do that because a lot of people are scrolling through their Facebook feeds and not listening. And so if you're showing jewelry and it looks cute, it might look expensive and they're not going to stop. But if you're like, hello, you know, they might be like, bink, I got to see what's going on there. So I have lots of signs for people. Like I've got 5 or 6. Look at this one. This is why I like to show when a piece might not be selling. I'm like, you guys, you deserve it, right?
I love the going in and out. It's like, no.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I have joined my VIP group. I have share this video. I use this one a lot. Anyways, so you can print signs out. I have those on my blog too. So anyway, should we do questions? I don't sell them. You can just print them out, you guys. It's a popsicle stick. This is not, you can handle this craft, right? Like it's glued to a popsicle stick. And yeah,
how do you get the writing to go backwards? Is there a special program you used?
I have those signs already backwards. Like you can print them backwards on my blog.
Oh, okay. So they're on the blog. We'll put that in there, sugarbeecrafts.com.
Yeah, hang on. There. I had the link just in case we needed it. Okay. But if you want to make your own, you have to save it as an image. Like make it in PicMonkey, save it as an image, and then in Word you can flip an image. That's how to do it. So.
Okay. Any other tips you want to share, Mandy? Let me ask you a question about how you get people to join your team. So you're an executive producer. I know you're signing up 1, 2, 3 people a month on average. What are you doing to get people to join your team?
So the thing is, when you guys are doing these Facebook Lives and it's fun and someone stops and sees that it works, like the jewelry is selling, they want to sign up, right? They're going to ask you about signing up. You'll want to prompt them throughout your live, like bring it up like, hey, I love doing this. If you think you would love doing this too, just let me know, and just put that idea in their head. And they're going to come back and ask you questions about it. So as you're doing your Facebook Lives, people will want to join your team. I feel like it's just getting out there. I also have I'm on social media and Instagram and Facebook, and I like to post pictures, of, as Michelle has told you guys a lot, it's not just pictures of jewelry and buy this, but more like I'm having fun with my family or things like that you can relate to your business, right? So all of that.
All right.
Leslie flips the video. You guys can do that, but I have such a hard time because it's backwards, so I'm always showing this stuff. Like if you flip the video, I'm like, so it's just personal preference.
Okay. You ready for questions, Mandy?
Let's bring them on.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Mandy Beeler? Can you tell she's creative? She's so cute. She's just a very cute, creative. And you know what I love about Mandy? She's real. Like,
it's real.
She's just, like somebody you can relate to and want to be friends with. She's just real. There's nothing like, no pretenses, she's just Mandy Beeler. But she's cool, Mandy Beeler.
Right. Very cool. Glad you put that out there.
And do you ever have your kids on your lives? I know when your husband did it, your son helped.
I have them on occasionally. I feel like if they're here all the time, it's a little distracting.
Yeah.
But occasionally people like to see the family behind the business, right? Like that's why they like you. You can buy jewelry at $5 at Walmart, right? And you can buy it for $5 from me. What's the difference? It's you. It's the personality behind it. That's what people want. Okay, so sorry. Questions are rolling in. Hang on.
Yep. How do you attract more people to your life? So how do you get more customers into your VIP group, more people to your live videos? And where do you do your live from? Everybody will want to know that.
Right. So I do my live videos. I have a Facebook page and a Facebook group, and I do them for my page. I tell people on my team, if you are starting out, I really recommend doing it from your personal page, because that's where people know you on Facebook. If you have this brand new group, they don't know. And if you have a page, they don't know. So I go live on my business page, and then I take that and I share it to my personal page, and I share it to my group. Like you're going to share it, and you're going to encourage other people to share it. I do a giveaway for people who share my video. I don't let them pick my giveaway piece. And so I'm using my Hostess rewards as my giveaways, right? Like, and I will say we will do a giveaway when we hit, and it's however many viewers you want to hit. But that way they're like, well, I got to share this video. We got to get that number up, right? Like they want to share it so that they're all entered. And here's another tip. I don't pull my winners until the next live. And so tonight is Wednesday. That's when I go live. I will tell people, share the video. If you share, your name will be entered to win next week, right? And so tune back in to see if I pull your name. Meanwhile, I've got my names from the week before and I pull them. And if no one's there, I'm like, oh, sorry, they're not here. Let's pull another name. And so people know that I'm going to skip over you if you didn't show up to the live the next week. So, right?
So they have to be present to win?
Yes. I'll count it if I knew they were, because sometimes I pull them at the beginning and some at the end. And so, you know, like if they're on and off, like totally understandable. They don't have to be there the whole time. But yeah, I have to have seen their name on there. Yes, they have to be on to win.
Okay. And then, so you get people to share your video. Do you ever ask people to invite?
That is on my to-do. We talked about that in the EMP. So I haven't been doing that, but I do want to do that as well. I have been asking people to use the heart button and the thumbs up button. I feel like that interaction's great. And I learned that from Andrea, I think. So I've been doing that. Yeah, very hardcore. We're serious over here. I do give them time. Like, so I give away 5 pieces usually. And so I'll pull my names and I'll send them out and I'll tell my people, I'm like, hey, if you guys see Susie on, let us know, you know, so they can kind of be watching too. But then by the end, I'm like, okay, so Susie didn't show. Let's pull some, we'll pull new names. So that's how I do it.
What do you do with the old inventory to be able to get rid of it? She kind of already talked about this, but stuff that doesn't sell in your live video party that's all new stuff, what do you do with it?
Right. So I do my flash sales in the morning, but I don't add them to my flash sale immediately. I usually put it on my wall because people, if you did it in your live sale and the next day it's in a flash sale, they're like, enough, we saw that one, right? But if you show it 2 weeks later, they don't remember. Like I barely remember. And so they, sorry, I'm reading the comments too. So yeah, it gets new traction if you show it later. So like I do shelve it for a couple of weeks and then I start rotating through. So you build up a thing that way. So I do write my names by hand and I just put them into a hat. I put them into that bag. Do you guys remember that summer bag that you got? It's a zipper bag. I pull them out of that. It says every lady needs jewelry, or I can't remember now. So I use that.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
So yeah, someone said, should I keep going live even if I'm just one person is watching? And I get lots of people buying on my replay. So you never know, especially the flash sales. Like almost all the purchases for my flash sales are on replay. So you never know what's out there. Be sure I think if you go live from a group, people can't comment. So be sure you're either going live from your personal page or a business page so that people can comment and share for you. Yep. And maybe that'll help.
She goes live on her business page and shares to both her personal page and group.
Yeah. Or go live on your personal page and share it. Either way.
Let's see. Do you have a separate page for paparazzi and your crafts, or do you combine them?
It's separate. So I definitely have like a bazillion things on Facebook going on because I have a Facebook group for my jewelry and a Facebook group for my crafts and a Facebook page for my jewelry and a Facebook page for my crafts. And I just feel like they all serve a purpose that's different. And so I have different things for everybody. Yeah. Flash sales I show them in the morning and I just show a dozen things really fast. I start it on myself and I say, hey, happy Valentine's Day. We're doing a flash sale. Let me show you some necklaces. Flip it around. I'm like, number 1 is this one. And I talk through them and it usually takes me about 3 minutes. And I flip it back to myself and say, all right, let me know which ones you want. You guys have a good day. And then I turn it off. So
seriously, don't you think more people would go take 5 minutes out of their day to see like 10 really cute things than watching a 2-hour live video? I think the flash sales are beautiful.
Yeah. That's how I would shop as a shopper. I'm just not a live video watcher. I mean, a lot of people are, but that's how I would like it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Any other question? Oh,
so yeah. Someone mentioned that if you're on your personal page, make sure that post is set to public. And yeah, Christy's right. Hey, we're matching.
I know. I'm like,
we're like totally matching.
I should have worn that necklace.
I just got this. I'm like, what? Do you guys like wearing the new stuff? I'm sure you do. Because I'm like,
that's hot.
What's the new stuff? I'm getting this out, you know. So Christy's right. I can get some of the people from my crafts page to ask me about my jewelry because I wear it on my crafts page. And I know you guys probably, I mean, maybe. Michelle was a craft blogger, but most of you probably don't have a separate Facebook business or page or whatever. But the same thing applies in person. The more that you're wearing your jewelry out or on personal lives, if you go live from Disneyland or on vacation and you're like, hey, we're having so much fun. If you're wearing jewelry, people are going to comment on it like, I love that necklace or that bracelet, super cool. And you're like, hey, I have a VIP group just for people who love cool things like you do. Let me add you in, right? So you just want to be sure you're always wearing the jewelry no matter where you're at.
This brings up a really good point, okay? Can you go out and attract people to your paparazzi business by posting, or I know someone that posts about makeup posts and she doesn't sell makeup, but she attracts people to her makeup posts and stuff, and then she gets them into her paparazzi group, okay? Or Mandy, she's got crafts, and through the crafts, she's able to funnel them. It's kind of called funneling, funnel people into her paparazzi business. So it is okay to have other interests outside of your family and paparazzi and kind of funnel those people over to your business. Because once again, if you are wearing the jewelry, looking at Mandy, how many women right now are going, okay, that necklace is so cute. I wish I had it. And there you go. Boom.
Right. It's true. And yeah, you want to be multidimensional. Like people like that you like other things. Like people know that I love Sonic. I'm going to take lots of pictures of myself drinking those Sonic drinks, right? Or there's this gas station where we live called Quick Trip. They have the best pretzels of all time. I'll take pictures of myself eating those pretzels, right? So I'm multidimensional. Like I like crafty things. I like jewelry, but I like these other things. And while I'm taking pictures of it, my jewelry might be on my wrist, holding my pretzel or whatever. It's in there. So you're always out there letting people know.
And it shows she's a real person.
Right.
She has a life. She has a life outside of paparazzi.
And you're not constantly trying to sell them on the jewelry, right? Like you like other things. Like makeup's really cool. If you can do cool makeup and so they like that you're not just always in front of them with just jewelry, right?
Right. It's called attraction marketing, people. You're attracting people to your lifestyle, not just the jewelry. Because Mandy, before you joined, were you a jewelry fanatic?
No, I mean, I liked it and I would buy occasionally, but you should see my collection now.
Yeah, I did not approach Mandy because I thought she liked jewelry. I did not. I approached her because she was smart, she's creative, she's cute, and she's got good business sense. And I thought, this is someone, and I don't know if you remember what I wrote to you. I said, Mandy, you should think about this. You should do this because, and I named like 4 or 5 reasons why I thought she should do it and how I could see it working in her busy lifestyle. When she joined, your youngest was what, 3?
Yeah.
Like
maybe
3 to 10? 10 to 3? So
yeah,
she had
I have 4 kids.
3 to 10 and a blog and, a busy, active in a church and all this. Did she really need one more thing in her life? Yeah, she did. She needed a multiple stream of income. So, yeah, you guys, attraction marketing, attract people not just to the jewelry, but to your lifestyle, because it can be really attractive to like have a fun lifestyle that's multidimensional and that you get paid to do that. So, all right, any more questions for the Queen Mandy?
You guys go to convention. It's so fun. I've been to almost every single one, and every time you go, you come away like so pumped up. And I feel like that's when my business has taken off, because convention was in August, right? So like it's like the beginning. So all of August, all of September, and then I hit that elite rank in October. I mean, I was doing some throughout the summer, but convention is just a Kickstarter. It's awesome.
Yep. Okay. All right.
A whole story. Yes. Share it wherever you go.
Yep. Okay. Well, if there's no more questions, Mandy, thank you so much for sharing all the ways you sell and how awesome your ideas are, your signs. Mandy has some tutorials on her blog about how to make those folding carrying cases. She's one of the first people that put up tutorials online. When Mandy and I started, there was nothing online about paparazzi. There were no YouTube videos. There were nothing. That's one of the reasons I am where I am, is I started a blog about paparazzi because I didn't even know about Facebook groups. I didn't know about Facebook groups, guys. I was new to Facebook when I joined. And I thought, if I'm going to grow a team and they don't all live by me, how am I going to communicate with people? So I started a blog that had tutorials and how to do things with paparazzi. And after that, then I found out about Facebook groups. But I did the blog and things like that before. And then from the blog, people contacted me about paparazzi because they were searching online for things. Mandy has tutorials on her blog about paparazzi stuff, how to create like, what do you call the rotating rack?
Like a spinner rack. You can buy them now in the back office, but you didn't used to be able to.
Right. So the folding carrying cases, she has a tutorial, a spinner rack. She's got a tutorial, those signs, things like that. She makes it available to people. So thank you very much, Mandy. Okay, guys, hopefully you got some really good ideas about selling and how to sell and how to increase your sales. It doesn't, I encourage you not to do everything with live videos. I feel like one of the bad things that has come from live videos is people have got away from asking for hostesses and got away from doing the old style of Facebook parties, which is where they put pictures down and, you know, where people can shop without having to watch a video. Doing both or all three or multiple things, it's going to get you more business because you're not just targeting one style of shopper. Your blog channel is, you want to post that again, Mandy, your blog again?
I just have the link. All I have is the link to where you can get those printable signs. But my blog is called Sugar Bee Crafts. And then my jewelry is called Sugar Bee Bling. So they kind of play off of each other. And so I'm on Facebook and Instagram as both of those, Sugar Bee Crafts or Sugar Bee Bling.
And guess what, guys? That's smart because she probably gets people from her blog going to her jewelry. So she's a smart lady, if you can't tell that. And she is the bomb. So, okay, everybody. Today is Valentine's Day. My challenge to you is to go out and make somebody's day happier by giving them a piece of jewelry, a widow, a single mom, you know, somebody that may not be married or whatever. This does not have to be a depressing holiday. It can be a holiday where you just show love for everyone. So go outside of yourself, think about others today, do something nice for somebody, and let's bless other people through our business. So thank you all for being on. Have a great day.